Why is it not possible to store the balance information on the card as well?
This is currently not in the ABT system, not just here, but also in other cities.
How much cost savings will be gained by having a fully account-based ticketing system, and whether it can return these cost savings to commuters in the form of rebates?
I think we also would not then flow it back directly to commuters in the form of fares, because it didn't affect the fares in the first place. LTA will look at ways to be able to progressively integrate these two CBT systems over time and without inconveniencing commuters, so that we can work towards, if possible, having one CBT system in future rather than two. And I believe this will help to reduce overall costs.
I'd like to ask the Minister, what is the current assessment of how technically feasible it is to do this integration? And ultimately, if it turns out that it is not possible, not feasible to integrate, can I get the Minister to confirm that the CBT system for concession card holders will also be maintained until at least 2030?
We currently plan for both the CBT systems, that means the CBT system for adult commuters and also the CBT system for concession card holders, to both run till at least 2030. Of course, if we are able to find a good solution before that, we can always make a decision whether to integrate earlier or to switch over earlier. But as I mentioned, one key consideration for us would be what would be the user experience and the features of SimplyGo.
Can the Minister explain why is it not possible to store the balance information on the card as well? By duplicating the information on the card, we'll be able to retrieve the information faster.
The information for ABT is not stored in the card because, for example, if you have credit cards, there's no card balance to talk about. So because of that design in the ABT system, and the majority of ABT users are actually using bank cards and mobile wallet. This is currently not in the ABT system, not just here, but also in other cities. Whether we can find a solution to overcome the latency problem, we will try our best. At the moment, we are not aware of any solutions that can be applied at scale to the whole public transport system, both here and overseas.
Could the Minister please share how much cost savings will be gained by having a fully account-based ticketing system, and whether it can return these cost savings to commuters in the form of rebates?
The cost of implementing the ABT and CBT systems, including this estimated 40 million that I mentioned for the adult commuters, the CBT system for adult commuters, will be borne by government. It doesn't go into the fare formula, and it doesn't affect the fares to be paid for by commuters. So I think in the same vein, if there are some savings that LTA is able to have through some cost avoidance, some cost savings in implementing the project, I think we also would not then flow it back directly to commuters in the form of fares, because it didn't affect the fares in the first place.
Is the Minister saying that for the over 1,000 users that they have consulted, there were no or minimal feedback regarding this desire to have their card balance shown on the card?
I did not say that there were no feedback from commuters, the 1,000 commuters, with regard to the concerns of not being able to view the fare deductions and card balances at the fare gates and bus card readers. In fact, that was one of the first feedback that came to LTA, especially from seniors. And based on that feedback, LTA then decided not to proceed with the plan to sunset the CBT system for concession card holders. I think we would have been able to do better if we had consulted more widely and we had been able to garner a wider range of views that would have helped with our decision making. We underestimated the strong preference of some commuters to view the card balance and the fare deductions at the fare gates and bus card readers. The plan is not to stop here. So currently, the Simply Go system indeed cannot be used for motoring. But we want to work towards actually enhancing the features and the user experience for Simply Go so that over time, just like today, your EasyLink card can be used for retail, can be used for motoring, and can be used for public transport, we also want to work towards Simply Go being able to be used for all three.